Hello and welcome to Whisky.com, where fine spirits meet. And today we are having the Whisky Awards January 2025. Unfortunately, Horst is not here. He is away and I've been ill a little bit, so this is a bit late. But I've talked to Horst and we had a video chat and we discussed all the whiskies of January, which have been quite a few. And there are numerous good ones, so this time it's not like one is missing, but there we have two nominations that should have been on the podium. The first one is the one from Horst. He tried the two Compass box. The one was a blended, and this one is a blended malt, Crimson Cask. And it's a very nicely done whiskey. Horst would have liked to see it on silver or bronze or maybe gold. But unfortunately, just the others were way better. But he should have had a podium, should have had one, but didn't get one because they were better. Yeah, and the next one I would really like to see on the podium was the Scapa number 10. Also nomination, just nomination. We had the Scapa number 10 and the number 16, both good. The 10 was just better than the 16. It was strange. They really made a good impression on their entry-level Scapa whiskey. It's around, where do we have it? Scapa 16 was a bit more expensive. Scapa 10 is around 60 bucks. So 60 euros. So it is quite hefty for an entry-level whiskey, but it's a distillery that just opened. So hopefully we'll see maybe in the future a little bit of a price drop here. Would have been nice to see it on the podium just for a nice start of Scapa that just opened up again. But unfortunately, yeah, the better is the death of the good. Because we now come to the Bronze Award, and that goes to the Aberlour Triple Cask. Two American oaks and one European sherry oak. And it's just a nice space cider, wonderfully balanced between good American oak and good European oak, and not too hefty on both sides. Just lovely Aberlour as we know it, space cider, just a lovely whiskey. And yeah, it's around 50 bucks. It's no age statement whiskey, but for that, it's a good price. Yeah. Next up is the Silver Award. I would have liked to see it on the podium. I just did it because it got a new design. The new design of the Aberlour 15, I think it was pretty good. And yeah, so the Aberlour 15 is, not Aberlour, Glenallachie. Aberlour was the third place. The Glenallachie is a very, very nice sherry heavy whiskey that is just amazing. And I can't remember that it was that amazing when it came out. Maybe they tweaked a little bit. They always say they keep the recipe the same, but I know that they changed their fermentation duration a couple of years ago. Shouldn't have any influence on that one, but I know they do tweak a little bit here and there. So from my point of view, it just got better. Glenallachie got better, or if it didn't change, then it just was subjective for me that it was just better. I would have loved to see it on the podium, but unfortunately, we have another Glenfarclas. Yeah, it's a little bit boring with the Glenfarclas because they are just really good. They're just a really good distillery. And yeah, it's again, like you know from the Glenfarclas, it's the Sherry Cask Matured 2012 Glenfarclas. That's the official title. And it's not that expensive. It doesn't have an age statement, but it has a vintage, so you can calculate the age statement. Or I think maybe it's on the back there, small. No, that was natural color, non-chill filled as you like it. I think 46%, yeah. Is it? They are always 46, the good ones. Only the entry level are smaller with the Glenfarclas. It's a very nice one, and they say it's hand-selected Oloroso sherry cask. And from what I feel from the taste of the bottle, I actually do believe them, because usually they say hand selected, and that's just usually marketing talk for we don't know anything else to write on there. And but this time I do believe them that they used the good ones, because it's such a nice bottling. It's just wonderful to taste, and the prices for Glenfarclas is around 55 euros. Depending on where you buy. Netherlands, Belgium is a little bit more expensive usually, where we do sell to the Netherlands and Belgium, and also Switzerland, which is also quite a bit more expensive with all their taxes. And yeah, so I can highly recommend the Glenfarclas 2012 Sherry Cask Matured. That was the Gold Award, and thank you very much for watching, and see you next time.